Right now, though, we got to interrupt anything boring that we're normally doing here. For something exciting, we are talking to the man, Rob Dyrdek from Fantasy Factory. Rob, good morning, dude.
Morning.
How are you today, man?
So good. How you doing?
I'm pretty darn good. You got to feel good. Life's treating you good. You know, sometimes you get a little fame and it kind of peters off, but you're riding that roller coaster of fame as far as it's going to go.
Well, you want to know what? The same hard work I put in long before that fame ever happened didn't go anywhere, and the hard work just continues. And like I tell people, the TV show stuff is just for fun. It's like I spend all day working and running my businesses, and the TV show is kind of an outlet for me to relax.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, though, that it's like, yeah, you're not working on the TV show letting the business slip. It's like you've made it where the TV show is the business, essentially.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. So tell people about Fantasy Factory this season. You know, I'm sure people have seen it probably in the past, but if they haven't been keeping up on this season, what's going on?
I mean, it's just more of the chaos that my mind creates, from fabricating a car that acts like a skateboard and grinds 100-foot rails, to getting towed into big waves with Laird Hamilton, to teaching my cousin how to be reckless and live his brand by jumping out of a 7-story building, to taking on the grilled cheese world championships, to just absolute madness as always.
I love it. You got to throw grilled cheese in there too. That's a challenge you need to conquer.
I mean, I'm not even kidding. I woke up one morning and cooked my grilled cheese and said, man, I feel like my grilled cheese is the best tasting one in the world. Googled Grilled Cheese World Championships. It just happened to be in L.A. like a month later, and I put together like an incredible squad, like called myself the Cheese Ballers, and had these uniforms and cheerleaders and iced out grilled cheeses, and went and bought the most expensive cheeses money could buy, and bread and butters, and made like a Denny's value, like $300 grilled cheese sandwich, and spray painted it in gold and took it to the World Grilled Cheese Championship.
That's awesome. Yeah, and one thing I was just thinking about too, remember when you did that world's biggest skateboard thing?
Yeah.
I just saw a dude on the news, our local news here. They just had some of that stock footage they show at the end when they're out of time of some dude riding on what they said was the world's largest skateboard.
Yeah, that's actually like my guy.
Oh, okay.
Built mine, you know what I mean?
So it's okay. I was wondering. I was like, did you sell the skateboard, or is this guy trying to challenge you? I just wanted to know what was up.
Right there. I mean, that's not only did that guy build the entire Fantasy Factory, but he builds all of my skate parks that I built through my foundation. He builds everything for my show, and he builds all the courses for my pro league that's coming out this summer too. Like, that's just like my main man right there.
That's awesome. We got to get you out here to Montana sometime, man. We got a skate park here. Plus we've got like snow in the winter and mountains. Like, you got to find some sort of stunt to get you out here, do some fly fishing, and go out to a farm and wear a cowboy hat and stuff.
You know what I mean? If some weird level of inspiration comes along, you never know.
Maybe bring Mini Horse back into the picture and do a little rodeo out here or something.
You know what I mean? Mini Horse has just galloped off into the wild blue yonder. I don't even know how I could even find him again.
There's other Mini Horses. Don't worry, Rob. You can replace that Mini Horse.
Nobody'd know the difference if I just showed up with a small horse.
Exactly. They're all the same. What else is going on? Fantasy Factory's Mondays, 7:30 here in Billings on MTV. You've got all sorts of other stuff, though. So what else are you working on?
Well, I'd say my biggest project coming out and this summer is I've launched a professional skateboarding tour called Street League Skateboarding. That'll be on ESPN in September, and it's sort of the world's the most prized money in history, and all this innovative format that makes every trick count, sort of where an audience can follow and be engaged by every single maneuver, and it's the 24 best skateboarders alive signed exclusively.
That's awesome. Is there still? I mean, do you still try to compete on the that skateboarding level, or are you more on the behind the scenes stuff now?
I mean, 100% behind the scenes. This whole body.
You can't do it. You still skate for fun, though, right?
Oh, yeah, I still skate. I mean, it's like I'm a skateboarder through and through,
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, because some people, I read an article that said, like, skateboarding, as people doing it was still huge, but they said, like, skateboarding, people being interested in watching it and stuff was declining. So it's cool that you're trying to revolutionize it.
Is they just don't understand what makes traditional sports and building a rooting audience and why that's missing from action sports. They just don't. Like, how can someone that doesn't understand the sport be engaged by just watching a bunch of guys fly around and then they're told what the value is after it's over? You know, it's just they don't understand the storytelling aspect that makes sports so incredible. And what I've developed is a fundamentally easy to understand and easy to follow system that can get fans excited that don't know anything about the sport and follow it all the way to the end and get engaged, and it tells an incredible sports story with the actual sport. You know, that's going to be the huge difference, man.
Right on. Innovating the sport again, man. I like that. What about any ladies in the life? Anything going on there? Are you still just rocking solo?
You know, I have a beautiful, wonderful girlfriend that is able to maintain inside my chaotic world and ground me a little bit so I can come in from the chaos and be a nice, normal guy for a few hours a day.
Do you try to do, I mean, is it something, do you take her out to the, the premieres and the Hollywood stuff, or do you try to keep her kind of behind the scenes and she's your, your private life, your escape?
I don't do any of that stuff, you know what I mean? I just, for me, I work so hard, and I'm all about, creating and following down, chasing down ideas and passions, and my show is sort of a means to explore a lot of that fun stuff and show a lot of the stuff off. But last thing in the world I care about is the fame side of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's cool, man. You're down-to-earth real guy, and if people want to watch a down-to-earth real guy get absolutely crazy, they can check out Rob Dyrdek on Fantasy Factory, Mondays, 7:30 on MTV. You never cease to amaze me, Rob. It's always something new, always something fun, and I laugh my ass off every time. So we'll check out Fantasy Factory for you, and thanks again for being on the Big J Show, brother.
No doubt, man. I appreciate it.
All right, see you, Rob.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.